Good everyone, it's January 23 and as of now I don't have a video on my channel yet because I was waiting yesterday delivery package, and because we have snowfall the package did not arrive. Post office decided it's a weather situation, which our road was clear but did not deliver. And now I check tracking number, it says out for delivery, and I'm waiting because I wanted that particular unboxing video to do today. So I might will have a chance to switch. If not, this video will go first, but if I receive a package I might will do the video first instead of this one, and this will go for next day on Friday. I don't know, but for now this is my new start for the January that was in my plan. Lots of you voted for this design because this design not only have a beautiful threads. Let's see, look at this, and we have like a double of this palette if some of you remember unboxing. So I just braid them to keep them nice. And also this design came with the glass beads, which not even beads, different sizing, but with the threads together in a mixture it kind of camouflage each other and looks okay. Now I started kind of like from the bottom, and I want to show you first this side so you can see what I already started, because I wanted to do a little bit of the progress. I have to take away my tripod in here. Okay, so I started with two green colors, which kind of hard for you to see those two green colors because they are very similar threads. Now let me flip on this side to show you what I have in here. And here it is, the threads and the beads. Okay, we kind of do not see. Speaking about package, just got delivered to my door. Kona, what do you think? Is it safe to open? Hey puppy, is it safe to open? Okay, so I guess I'm going to stop what I'm doing right now and do unboxing first, and we will continue to work, and I will show you what I'm concerned about. Just finished record video, uploaded, it's on my channel. Feels good that I did not miss the day. Now video for tomorrow, which if you're already watching, that is your tomorrow. My concern in here about this project, it is beautiful, it will be beautiful when it's done, but here's what I'm thinking. I pointed out camera right now on one of the spots that I did cross country. I'm just doing it like as simple go, and I just stitch. Normally with the beaded design I like to go row by row as we do a 9 count, because this design are so oh my goodness, concentrated. I cannot pronounce the word. Have so many colors changing, and it's like designed to be a cross stitch, not a bead cross stitch. Lots of color changing, and to do, you cannot do it by the row because you have a threads to follow with coordinating beads, and that's the problem. You have to do like a cross country by eliminate those colors as you go. So my concern about this in here, when you have an area like this, there's symbols between in here, you have to dig in. Sometimes it's hard to see the symbol and hard to see the hole where to get through when it's get very crowded with other beads. So that's with a little bit of difficulty, and in some point you probably will be missing some. If you have a beads bigger size and they cover holes more, you probably could even miss some stitch and not to stitch. Right now it's a one kind of symbol in here, those red dot that we will stitch with you right now. But when you have a more confetti area, which this design I don't think they have like a bad confetti area, but it's a little bit difficult. That's what I have to say. You need to be prepared for that. Other than that, like I was even thinking, should I just grab, let's say, neutral color, maybe not clear, because the beads is different sizes, it will be visible more. I was thinking even to take maybe like a white thread, so it's coverage better on a canvas, but once again, if it's white, that you will see beads not correct. So I don't know, I'm still going to try it, but that's the area that I stitch right now. Okay, so I'm going to move with you right now to my spot where I planning to stitch. I have the symbol a little bit in here more, like on this corner, to show you that's my corner. I kind of start from corner, but before to get to this stitch, I need to do those 3 stitches in here of this red dots, as you can see in here, and then I don't have this symbol anymore in here. See it? So I have to park, and not or park or finish, most likely like finish, and then rethread again. So just with this design, more work, but will be beautiful, I hope so. So I park my thread right now in here, and I will use this new pads that I got from okay, we might have to zoom out a little bit, hold on. Okay, this pad that I like to use, and I have them in my boxes from Candy Chocolates. When I use 9 count, go row by row, but I figure out I don't really need to do this for this canvas because I do cross country only by 1 color. So I will be working with one of them because I don't need a second one. And this one pads that I order from GBFKE, they feels like more sticky. Hopefully later they will be a little bit less sticky as it is. Because sometimes, oh, I have a beads in here, so it's not gonna stick on top of the beads. Hold on, let me find a spot without beads. Oh, somewhere in here. So you will see me picking beads maybe a little bit as well. Now when I try to, oh no, this one open easy. I don't know. When I was doing organizing into my box, I had the trouble to kind of peel. Sometimes the mat was like stretching by holding up by this clear sheet, but it's good for now. Okay, I will keep this clear sheets for now because after that I will have to put the sheet away. And our black beads, yes, the only thing is down thing that they are not consistent. Oh, this is probably more than enough for now. I have this lovely organizer. I think you already saw this. I'm keeping it all in this box. Okay, this kind of box that you have for diamond painting, and my extra beads in this package in here. So as my picture and my symbol, I like that this pattern, it's actually a consistent symbol with in here, and this is so good because I know this symbol for me, a red dot on a blue background, and that's what I have, and it's easy to find the symbol that I need because the frame, the way it's frame, canvas in a frame, I cannot see symbol on actual frame. So this is very comfortable. They have the same symbol, so that's a good one. What else? And my extra threads, because it came with two same palettes, so the rest of 2 palettes I just fold and wrap it. I will wait till I run out of some color, and then I will continue. Now another thing that I want to tell you about this, it came with this needles, lots of needles with this kit, and not all of them are good for this stitching. Okay, so I guess they give you so many needles just so you have your choice. Okay, this thumb still hurt. I cannot really use it. It's better. Thank you very much, everyone. I feel better. It's getting better. See, I can actually grab a needle now. So this thicker needles, I believe it have like a 3 of each needle. So I try first with the bigger one. This is 11 count fabric, but this one not always go. See, it doesn't go through the bead. That's how I test. I grab this thicker part where thread go, and I stick in a random few beads, and they do not go. Some of them go through because not consistency in these beads, right? So they different sizes. So I choose to pick like second smaller, I think. That's the needle. Yeah, I think it's a smaller second in a row after this one, and they have like a tiny one. So there's different needles. Just pick which one is best for you, but first, like I say, to test it out, just grab a thicker part and just poke it through the beads to see if beads fit. If fit through the needle, will fit through your threads as well, because you still have to have a threads to go with it. And what I do, I took 2 threads. With 11 count, we need to stitch 3 threads. But because it's beads on the top of it, I decided that 2 threads is more than enough. Because if I put 3 threads and then I fold them, it probably gonna be more tight to go through certain beads because they're not even. So I'm just stitching with 2 threads and just fold them, you know, as it is, and that's how I'm going to stitch. And I have to say that it will look okay. When I look on a part that is stitched, it should be okay. So I think that's all what I wanted to cover for now. Now let me bring you to the spot where we're going to stitch, and we're gonna get our first stitching done together. This should be good for you. Okay, not okay. I think this should be good for you to see what I'm doing. Yeah, you're not going to see me grabbing the beads, but that's okay. So I already park my thread by waving on the back, and we'll grab my first bead. So as you can see, sometimes look at that, look at that, look at that bead. This one this one totally garbage. This is not even bead. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so the beads are awful in here, but we look in a bigger picture, right? And this frame is really kind of like a fragile right now, because very edge, and I did not want it to stitch to it like extra fabric to make a like a longer piece of fabric so it can stick better into the frame. So it's a little bit wiggle, plus this picture doesn't fit to me in this link, so remember I folded on edges. You can see that in my other video. So yeah, the beads are not even, but because it's 11 count, it should fit okay. And on a mix of coverage of the threads and everything, it should be okay. It's just like right now when you go through this area where you have already bead stitching, kind of sometimes hard to find a hole where to go because the beads are so close to each other and kind of like on the way, but you just have to figure out what's the best for you. Maybe you want to do like 1 by 1 stitching with a whole bunch of needle parked and stitch 1 bead at a time, as like some people stitching counted designs, big designs, and they stitch like have a nurse design, for example. Some stitching row by row, so you're changing your needle all the time, right? I wanted to try to stitch with different needle that I have. The one that I will show you right now. Hold on. I think it's in this one container. Or not. Just a minute, just a minute. I'm going to look for which one container. I have one of those, you know, that I have needles. I think. No, it's not the one. Hold on, just a minute. I will show you what I wanted to stitch with. Is it this one? Oh, okay. You see these needles? Oh, they do have a smaller or not. You see this kind of needles that has an opening, okay? And I thought maybe I could stitch with them to quickly change color of the thread. I just keep going by pulling out, wear it back. But I think I try, and this needles doesn't go in every bead. Yeah, doesn't fit in every bead. I'm just trying again. So it looks very thin, but doesn't fit through the beads. I was gonna use this needle. Did not work for me in a 14 count or 11 count stitch because I keep pulling fibers or threads that already stitched and just keep making a mess and tangle up. But I thought maybe in here will work. So no, didn't work with these beads. If this would be beads in the same consistent hole, like a good quality European beaded design, you can definitely work with those needles, but not in here. Okay. Also we have, like, for example, if it's a regular one bead, and then we have bead like this one, see the sizing of them, so look different. Okay, hopefully my dogs don't bark because somebody's coming to the mailbox to get the envelope I put up there. Okay, hopefully my doggies do not see that. Alright. Yeah, so I'm just picking up right now, not even the best beads, but not as too thin and not as too wide. So it's a little work. But if you want to play with it, go for it. If not, I would even recommend you to stitch this design only with threads, because the threads are so beautiful and bright, and I'm worried that could be this beauty of the threads not going to be visible with the beads later. Okay, the fluff keeps coming out, so I don't know if this is going to be. See, I'm trying to find that hole. Okay, yeah, it would be pretty in just threads, but I did have that. Okay, you know what, it's threads wrapping in my pants, and my pants have a fluff of my doggies, and my threads touching it and keep bringing fluff. Okay, now I will wear that one, white one, to the edge in here. I did think already of that maybe I should stitch just with the threads, but that wouldn't be correct for me to do as a reviewer. The other thing that worries me, see, like, I'm just struggling right now to get into the corner because this bead's already kind of like on the way. Oh, hold on, this one, oh no, this, okay, never mind. I went through the different hole. But because the bead's not the same size, feels like it's available, but it's not. I have to go up one. I went to the wrong hole. Confusing, a little bit confusing in here. I'm worried if it's enough going to be of the beads to finish this design, because many of them going to be scrap and just not workable, unless if you want to save some beads, what you can do probably, hold on, let me just show you as an example. Just a minute, I'm gonna pick, and okay, see this two not even, very thin. Maybe you can stitch them as one bead. Not gonna see later. I'm not going to do that now, but if I'm really like struggling and I have no beads to finish, if it's happened to you, you have no beads to finish, you definitely can contact store. They should supply you with the beads to finish. For me, I have a whole bunch of beads in black color, but I think they are also this non-consistent. I have in here, see, all this 4-pack, even this one. They probably better quality than this one, but if I run out, I have a black beads to kind of cover my design. But you will be requesting from the company, but hopefully all is good and you will have enough of beads. So this design will be time consuming. I can see that. Oh my god, and the fluff. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on, my friends, let me rub it off my pencil. But this is staying in one spot, but that's the love of doggies. I love them so much. I wouldn't change anything. I still would have them because those hugs and snuggles cannot be replaced, you know. Looking forward to try the spot when it's going to be flower and something, you know, brighter colors. But for now, I will do as I can, as much possible, like on the bottom. So why I went kind of like a stitch on the bottom and then went all the way to the top, kind of because I was finishing my thread because of the cross-country stitching. I just decided to finish the thread and just keep going as much as I could see on this canvas. But right now what I will do, I will stitch this thread, and you can see how I pull in fluff again. Just ignore that, okay? I'm not gonna apologize anymore, just ignore. I'm a mama of a whole bunch of fluffy friends. So when I finish this thread that I'm stitching right now, I'm just going to pick, okay, that's the one. I'm going to pick next my color, which I will start from my right bottom corner, as I always do, and I will stitch those 3 symbols up there, and that's the symbols, same symbols continue here. You can see 2 in here, and it's just gonna go on the bottom. So my next thread will be to finish those and just keep going for the next symbol, and my next symbol will be this triangles, those ones next. So we will have like a patches of colors completed in some point. But I choose to stitch in this part of the canvas because the needle are so small when I put in here and I want to go with the same hand to grab it, it keeps falling through the canvas. So I have to kind of hold it with my other fingers on my other hand to hold the needle so it's not fall out, because it's so thin. I wish I could stitch in here with thicker little bit needle, but it doesn't fit through the beads. Not sure how long it will take me to stitch this design, at least like a little patch to show you some kind of difference. But I'm not gonna make any plan for this one like I did for Penny. Penny, I know I will finish this year. Now we'll jump in this one part, because Penny I can stitch 2 rows of 20 stitches high each time, each month I mean, and I will be finishing that one. So that one for sure I make my plan how much I have to stitch in 1 month. For this one I am not going to make the plan, and I don't think I will be stitching too often on it. Well, maybe depends if you like it, because it's a little bit slower. I'm not sure. You know, I will stitch more with you on this one if you, most of you decided that you still like to watch me do this struggle. If you do, then I'm just going to pick, like right now, bigger spot of the symbol so we don't travel too much and my camera stays pretty much in one spot. Then I will do it. But like I say, there's no plan for this one when to finish. Same thing for the beaded design of winter celebration I call. That one also I don't know when, not even predicting when I can finish, because I don't have a frame, so I will have to use it and stitch in my hands. Looks like we already run out of the time. Okay. First time I was stitching all those green colors, I didn't even use this green pad. You know what I use? I will show you right now, because I can open, look for I just grabbed this little tiny patch that I received one time. Is it was with this kit? I don't remember. So I just put beads in here. It was also comfortable to grab it because it's only one color. So if you have this white one, round one, or the other shape is triangles white, like this one, triangles trays, they are also comfortable for one color, because you just can put like a little bit at a time so you don't spill accidentally. If you spill accidentally, you will hear lots of bouncing on the floor, unless you have a carpet. See, like it looks like it's not full row because bead not big enough. I don't know if I should try it with 3 threads to stitch this. Maybe it will be coverage a little bit better, but I don't think it would make any difference because we still have we see in a bead. And I don't know if with 3 threads would be easier for me in here to go through the bead. Maybe next time I will try 3 threads and see if coverage better. Like after this one, when I finish, I will put 3 threads of black color, and I will try to stitch again and tell you if I like it or not, if this will be working for me. It should be. I think it should be. Maybe that coverage will be look better. I don't know. Now it's kind of look okay no matter what. It looks like, see, like looks coverage not bad in here, right? But when we wash canvas and it's going to be white canvas underneath, that's the thing to think about. It is it going to be very visible, those white gaps up there, or not? That is my question for that one. But the only thing to find out to wash this canvas, and I'm not going to wash it now to stitch as a count, that no way. So we'll take for a while, and hopefully this canvas is washable. Right? If you don't have too many whips, that's definitely fun to play. And if you have lots of whips, good for you. I'm so with you. I'm so impressed. And one of the designs that I reviewed today, which you watched yesterday, oh my god, I want to start, but it's so big. Those minty peony, oh my god, the colors up there. Have to survive and not to start on it. I don't know. Tell me if any of you ordered that canvas. I know it's 9 count. I wish it would be at least 11. That would be fit in some kind of big frame, even like a Q-snap, and do as I do for the Ambilight, like, you know, you place in the bottom, then on the top. It's 9 count. Well, if you watch an advertisement of Asian people doing a cross stitch on 9 count, how they do holding canvas in hands, kind of like rolling method. The way they do it looks so easy. I don't know. Didn't really work for me. I tried because they do through the 2 holes at once, and I like to do one at once. I mean 1 hole at once. By the way, if you stitch this canvas in hands, it would be probably faster for you to stitch in 2 holes right away, not like me right now, one at a time, up and down, up and down. But what they stitch in 2 holes right away, it's a 9 count, and I did not try, I think, to stitch a 9 count in 2 holes, only an 11 count. So I don't know if I could try again by practicing on my canvas that I have 9 count, planning the one that I plan to take with me to the campground. It's not very big design. It's a thin panel, not very high or tall, or just like a longer panel, but not as tall. That's what I'm trying to say. We'll learn as we go, okay? There's no right or wrong. You're picking a way to stitch as it's comfortable for you. For the bead and stitching, if it's comfortable and your thread not going to tangle up too much, it's okay to stitch in 2 holes at once. But for just a cross stitch with threads, I don't like the way threads layer on 11 count or 14. They kind of look like round up, not flat, and just look messy. I don't know how other people can stitch straight and have a nice stitching like in 2 holes. Maybe it is because they stitching on this stiff canvases. But I did saw one girl she was working on a stiff canvas, but when she go as like a 1 row at a time, she would pinch that row just like with her 2 fingers, like pinch, pinch, pinch to make a crease. So when you go with needle, it will easy kind of fold or crumble to get that thread correctly. You understand what I'm saying, right? Okay, we should move a little bit. There. Looking good. Looking good. You see it? Can you see? And it looks good though. And you see how its threads camouflages? Do you don't really see it? Okay, just a minute. My lips are so dry. I'm just gonna get my water here. Whew. Almost like champagne. It's more Perrier water. Hopefully not to catch hiccups. Every time I drink something with the bubbles, Perrier water not very often, but I catch. But if I would drink right now one sip of like Pepsi or Sprite, and those bubbles always force my hiccups. I don't know why. It's so weird. Which I don't even drink the drinks. Only if I go like somewhere in a restaurant, I have absolutely nothing better to drink. Then I was like, okay, Sprite. But wow, I don't even remember when last time I have Sprite or Pepsi. I don't like it at all. Ginger ale sometimes I could have it, but that's it. Okay, sorry it's slower for you to watch because I'm trying to pick a better bead quality. Looking for some quality. I have to make them on a pad a little bit like more flat so I can see them all. How many of you stitch extreme cross-country stitching? It's mean you pick one color and you eliminate the color through the whole canvas. Lots of people do this with 310. Usually I do that if it's all open on a frame. I'd like to eliminate color by color. How many of you stitch like that? If you do, please comment. I like to learn about your techniques. Yesterday I was looking on the Pinterest, went again through, it's just like Pinterest remind me sometimes, send me emails of some pins that I would like to see or inspired by my pins that I have. And those fancy stitches give me suggestion to look, and I have like a board on my Pinterest of fancy stitching, and I really would love to try to stitch them and maybe at the same time create kind of short video as of tutorials, not just for you but even for myself to remember later if I forgot how to do it. So let's kind of put them on my YouTube channel, get the samples from Pinterest pictures and try to make them. I think that would be fun, something to do. What do you think? Okay, this one is really wide one. Where should I go from here? Maybe to the top. Or go here? No. Let's jump to the top now and here to catch this spot. And I think I need to move a little bit more. Yeah, sorry I cannot show you too much progress, but I was just stitching. That's the old green beads that I stitch. It's like in one evening. I try to make a little bit just to see what is going on, if I like it or how this look like. So I wanted to test it out a little bit before I start video so I know what I'm talking about. And yes, it's actually not bad. It would be easy to stitch with one color and just row by row, but I still want to create colorful, because the colors underneath, it will make a difference. It will make a more fullness with the beads in the mix. And see, like they are so different, but from far they look all even, right? Doesn't really see the difference in the sizing. That's the kind of beauty about it. But China still, you know, they provide cheap quality of the beads. They want to create this as cheap as possible, but they don't understand, I guess, that people would love to have better quality design, to pay a little bit extra, couple dollars for the quality of the beads instead of cheap beads, and beautiful design will look cheaper. I don't know. I think many of you will be agree with me. Yeah, these beads are really tiny. I don't know, because they pack them by the weight, not by the like how many beads should be in here. So I don't know how they will go, because if beads are too big, they will weight more than quantity of the beads. So in some point it's even better, because if beads are lots of them smaller, it means it will be more of them in the bag. So hopefully enough for us to finish. Right, now I'm gonna jump in here on the bottom. It's snowing for 2 days now, with the stops. But it is snowing non-stop today, kinda. Finally winter started, I guess. Sorry to you Florida people, you got lots of snow. That's something new for you to play with. There you go, now you can learn to do snow angels. I wonder if your palm tree not gonna get freeze burn and get like die from the cold. What do you think? That's what I'm worried about, the palm trees. Kids, your kids probably, they're having a blast to see in the snow. See, that's a karma. You guys were joking. Trump was joking to invade our country, to make another state of US. This is karma. We're gonna freeze you. So keep Canada away. Don't touch us. We're not gonna touch you. We're gonna keep our door shut and not to let the snow go into your way. Which, you know what, hopefully in some area where all those fires, I wish there was snow up there to put the fires away. That would be good. I'm still like, give me goosebumps of such a pain thinking of all those people lost their houses. Oh, that is devastating. And is it true the new fire appear, or that was like an older video I saw on TikTok? Or it's again new area getting on fire? I swear it's somebody purposely doing it. Actually, I saw a video that it was showing from drone or maybe from space how fire started. There was a person sitting and started smoking, so that person made the fire. People are, it's horrible, because when people know how to run away, animals don't understand. That's what painful, that so many animals will die, innocent animals. And so people who have like respiratory problems to breathe with all that smoke, it's hard. Today finally, at least in here, not as cold like was yesterday. A little bit not as chilly. It was like minus 27 yesterday, I think, or 26. That's cold. Okay, what kind of beads I should... Oh my goodness, they are so bad beads. I'm trying to find a hole. Hold on. Oh my god, it's so hard to find a beads. Which one I should grab? I have to put more on my pad. More beads to choose from. Because let's see if I can lift this mat. Yeah, it's kind of easy to coming out from the camera. Look at it. Look at the mess of these beads. Have not even, have thin, wider, not good thickness. It's like hot mess. Hot mess. I'm gonna refill my mat with a little bit a new one. Maybe I can pick some better beads from the bunch. Okay, because it's not good. I have one intruder in here. I have one intruder. We have to see one white, one bead. They both can go in garbage anyway. I'm just gonna leave them on the mat right now. It's a little bit not comfortable for me to stitch right now because the way my canvas and the frame, it's kind of like goes slope this way. So to me to see a canvas have to be like face my way, but now it's like towards your way, which if I flip my video you're going to be see what I'm talking about. See, like this way would be better for me to stitch, and that's what you see right now. Like, but when I'm recording it's upside down, so it's kind of like leaning towards the window design, so harder for me to see the hole where to go. Come on, come on, come on. It's a dark beginning here, shading area. Maybe I should stitch a little bit more often on it to get at least one flower. Which doesn't look too far, because on the corner that I'm starting stitching, that's like flower right there. Let me remind you one more time on a picture. Show you on this picture. Oh, like on this one, for example. See, that's where we are stitching, somewhere in here. But look, the flower right here, that's what I just need to get this patch of dark color, and then I can move on to something bright. This one look pretty. Oh, the sky in here is so pretty. So yes, that's how I'm going to continue to stitch, but definitely next my thread will be in 3 as supposed to be. Oh, wait a minute, I just opened that one. Went through the same hole. Hold on. Don't decide chit chat and then forget what I'm doing. So how many of you ordered this design? I know that you can order this design, and I think I saw somebody have just with threads, with no beads. So I guess you, or maybe it's a similar, very maybe similar design, or maybe it's even same one. If you're the one who ordered, can you tell me if that was just with the threads and it's a similarity or same design but without beads? That's what I want to know. Moving on to the new patch of color. We will have probably 1 hour video or so. Okay. Catherine's coming out. Doug's hopefully not gonna get barking in here, because since she moved the room from her room, the dogs would run and bark greeting her. So hopefully we'll have a quiet time to finish this. Looking forward to your comments. Just write down your opinion. What do you think about this design and what I have to say about it? If you agree or disagree, what would you do in this situation about this design? Would you stitch row by row with just like clear thread, or those special beading threads that is thicker than the one we stitch in for 9 count, the spool? There's many different beading threads, or you would do like I do. Looking forward to your opinion. I don't know if you can see in here. Can you see here 2 different colors of green? Maybe a little bit darker, and this is lighter green. Maybe if we have like a different, it's a very similar shade in here, so it's kind of hard to see till maybe more colors we will place. I like how black color kind of the way give it dimensions already in here, make the depths of the design. Let's see, and this design have 100 so 100, 200, 110, 120, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, exactly 10. So 120 rows of stitching. So if I can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to my top bead that I already have, that will go like to the top of the flower, like to whatever, to here. If we can get like this stitch this here, I would be extremely happy. That would be a lot of stitching, but I don't know, can we do it? At least this much of stitching would give us good kind of perspective to see if this is even a look like picture or pure mass. So let's make the plan. Maybe we need to plan. Let's make that to the top flower, to the top of our first flower, and in 1 year, and a mix of other millions projects that I'm doing. Why not? Life is one we have to create as our heart desire. I wish Catherine would learn to stitch and help me, but she don't want to. I know she hear me now. She's washing her face. She don't want to. Maybe when she grew up she changed her mind, I don't know. Okay, it's going, you know, it's not as, what is this piece of fabric? Okay, for those two colors of green you can easily use same color of green, wouldn't be matter. I wish I knew that way I would stitch these two symbols colors in one thread only, like lighter one color for example, because they are like so similar. Okay, what do you think? Are you tired? You want me to finish this video now? What I'm doing these days, actually, all this week, not full week yet, I don't know when I started though, but I'm stitching, besides wherever I record video, I'm stitching only Ballerina. Yes, I left a little bit more left to finish, like the whole floor is finished. Window, I'm working on a window, still have lots of stitches, not as much though, but still working on a window and the wall curtains, and will be left only her skirt. That's it. But in 16 count, that's still lots of stitches. But that's what I'm doing these days, stitching all day long basically till I'm tired. So I did lots of stitches done for this couple of days, don't even know how many thousand. But I like what I see. Looking forward to stitch with the metallic threads that I have up there. See, with one thread we can travel kind of quite a bit in here. And I still have lots of thread left. See all this? It's already color of the flowers, I think. Yeah. Or it's still greenery, no. Or maybe, I don't know. We'll find out when I will stitch up there, right? So for those who ask me to review this design, what do you think? Do you like the process, what you see right now? Like, do you like how it looks like? Because many vote to work on it to see if you want to order or not, so you can make your choice now by seeing how it looks and what I have to say about it. Definitely need to stitch few rows in full coverage to see actually if those details will be visible or not. But unfortunately, my friends, I cannot work just on one design. On this one, this is the just a little bites of the new starts for 2025. And thank you for asking to do this mini video and show you what I already have stitched on my starts that I already have, and we'll show you what else will be stitched. And who knows, to the end of the year, I'm not promised this is all we're going to have. I'm sure some design will pop, like this minty one that I like, oh, twisting my arms now not to start. It's hard if I like the threads, and the threads are awesome. It's so nice to work with them. They feel so soft, kind of even silky in some point, look shiny. I like to work with them, and they are totally fine after wash. Can you imagine? You stitch the whole design, you wash, and all threads colors came out like from the canvas, and all canvas white. Oh, I would freak. I cannot even imagine what would happen in my head at that point if I pull out my canvas and all threads turn white. Whew, that's a nightmare that we don't want to wake up from. Or we want to wake up and never have this kind of nightmare. Okay, this is just a funky thinking. Wouldn't be funny though. But still, I have to spook you. If you're afraid of this kind of moments, it's okay to wash your threads before you stitch. Just put the whole palette in the water, soak for a few minutes, and you will have a nice and shiny threads to work with, nice and clean. I think a long time ago I test them out if they are bleeding or not, because I know I did the for the silky cross stitch. I test every color and all colors are good, nothing is faded away, so I'm confident about that. See, have kind of like between this kind of you'll have to see what kind of symbols up there between. Okay, the little point. I don't know if you see or not, or maybe just me. When I record, I see the point. I don't know how to take it off my finder on camera. I don't know I set up there, unless I automatically push some button and the viewfinder square little keep pointing to my needle where I'm working, sometimes on my finger. But I don't think it's good when I do sometimes face to face and camera go off the focus when I turn my face to the side to grab some canvas. So I have to probably go on YouTube and look tutorial on my type of camera how to take this off, because when I'm looking at the settings I have no idea what I'm doing up there. I know what I messed up. Any of you try to create AI digital design yet from my video? If you don't have the program that I'm using from my YouTube channel for video, there's like a free trial AI that you can create for free, give you like certain amount of time to create, just to practice, see if you like it, and then you can purchase. But that was fun. That was fun. I know sometimes it create crazy thing, like you, many of you counted, oh Bonnie, have it 3 years. Well, yes, there's a pictures up there that I forgot to point it out. I don't know if you saw, maybe when I was strolling, I have a golden retriever dog up there with 4 years. Oh my god, 2 years pointing down and 2 up. And remember before, I missed the whole part. What? Okay, how in the world I do that? Okay, I'm gonna jump now to this part. See, that's what happened when you talk to me and I got distracted. Okay, I missed this part. Oh, that's not good. See, in here a little bit overlap in symbols, I have to say. The symbol printed a little bit this blue triangle on top in here on this red dot, not exactly print correct. I did not see that before. I'm not sure if, no, not all symbols like this, but I think sometimes have a little bit mixed, not a mixed, like slide over a little bit. And my battery is flashing, so I guess it's time to say goodbye, because it's going to be a long video anyway. So let me just, okay, I'm gonna place my 2 more beads to go to the other side, and here are supposed to be. Just a minute, and then I will show you. Okay, and then I will jump to here, to those 2. Okay, so my friends, actually let me take it off the camera, off the tripod I mean. Okay, I hope it's a little bit better when I hold in my hands. If I put like a straight. Okay, you can see the symbols between those beads. Like in here, I have to go through those beads, find a holes, maybe a little bit gonna slow me down. But after all, I think it's not bad. See, this is just the one color of the beads in here. Here is how they look like. And those 2 colors of green, let's see if you can see them here. Yeah, I think you can see lighter and darker green. Very little difference. and then patches in here where we did with you. Oh, here is like one good patch with the black. I think it looks good. How about from the top, like straight? Looks good, don't you think? So yeah, that's it. The beads, yeah, beads are horrible. Look at that sizing. Oh my goodness, it's bad. But hopefully we have enough to pick. Like those thin ones like this, I don't even pick them. I'm looking for beads a little bit like wider. For example, like, let me see my needle. Somewhere like this one, I would pick like that one, but not like this one. This one is just like way too thin. So yeah, selective beads, but design after all will be looking good. Cannot wait to get to those flowers. Happy stitching, everybody. See you tomorrow.